Hey, what's happening, Spider friends? Welcome back to Marvel's Spider-Man. It's time to swing into action with the Kwings and Spidey.
Marvelous!
Yeah, and we are rocking the big-time stealth suit again because I love this suit!
It's time for the big time.
So, in order for Shadow, thanks. In order for us to get more costumes, we need to do another base thing, which is... Zelda's causing all kinds of ish today.
So as soon as we start out the video, our cats are all over us. And that reminds me, I have to get them an appointment at PetSmart.
And the next suit that we're actually working on is the armor that I just showed you guys while Zelda and Shadow were kind of running around. Basically. It is kind of like the classic Spider-Man suit, but it's like an Iron Man suit. I believe they call it the MK4. Which was a suit that Peter Parker wore when he was a billionaire, head of Parker Industries. He was basically like Tony Stark, but his own, like, you know, tech company. Of course, he doesn't have that anymore, but currently he's back with his former girlfriend, Mary Jane, and then, of course, Marvel did something very weird again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yuri,
okay.
Tell you in a sec.
This place is full of fist guys with suspicious bulges. Guns. I'm talking about guns, obviously.
I can't order a raid over bulges.
Just a hunch, but there might be a public disturbance pretty soon.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Spidey, you are not teen-friendly. Alright, so, we just took out some people with the scaffolding, and like I was talking about, Spider-Man and Mary Jane are back together now, so thank you for the heads up, guys and gals, but what you failed to mention was that they were doing another crazy thing. You want to know what that crazy thing is?
What is it?
Spider-Man and Peter Parker have been separated. They are two separate entities now, and Mary Jane refuses to be with Peter because she is in love with the duality of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. That's who he truly is. So she can't love Peter Parker by himself, and she can't love Spider-Man, the other half of Peter.
Spider-Man is just his alter ego. Peter Parker is...
No. There was something that happened, and they split into two people.
I know, but I'm saying Spider-Man... Peter Parker is his real self. If she really loved Peter, she'd be with Peter, not Spider-Man.
So, pretty much, they're not together, although they're hinted at when he becomes a whole person again. But don't trust Marvel, people. They're not going to do it.
So she's only with him because he's a superhero?
No, she wants to be with the whole version of him. Not... That'd be like if the gaming side of me split from, like, my sleepy side, and there were two Lukes running around. Like, yeah.
I would be with the sleepy side because the gaming side, I'm not, like, marrying you because of your gaming skills, just like Mary Jane shouldn't be with Peter because of her... Because of his web-slinging skills. It's not right. It's not right to be with somebody because of their skills. You should be with them because you love them, even if they don't have to. That's stupid. Then she's so selfish.
It was kind of weird. I was like, wait,
she's like
so
Lois Lane and
it was kind of like
Lois and Clark.
You know that
Superman.
You know that kiss that like Rachel Dawes gave Batman at the end of Batman Begins. Like, this is your mask, so you know the man that I loved never came back. That's kind of what Mary Jane does. She kisses him, and she's like, well, wait a second. How is Spider-Man here and not a part of you? And it's like,
Okay,
yeah.
So I have to say, I mean, I don't want to say this, but I have to.
Quick and dirty way to launder money. Could be where Fisk keeps his cash these days.
So Lois and Clark.
I'm working on a warrant.
Way ahead.
yeah, but
Whatever, Lois and Clark, they could not get together until Lois learned to love Clark for Clark, not for Superman and Clark. They had to wait until Lois could love Clark, and even at the point where, I think there were points where she thought he lost his powers and stuff, she learned to love him for him, no matter if he had powers or not. That was the whole point of everything, is you have to love somebody for themselves.
actually, a little something interesting to note, in the 90s, Superman went through kind of like an identity crisis during the blue and red phase, where, similar to what's happening to Peter Parker right now, the hero part was separated from the normal stuff. So you had two people who were, you know, Clark and Superman. Although what was different between Red and Blue is Red and Blue both had superpowers, except, you know, they were kind of diminished.
But this is why life is messed. Forget it. Life is messed up because people like Brendan Fraser, a tree falls on him, he can no longer be a Hollywood actor, and then his wife leaves him.
Well, he could play a robot in the Doom Patrol, but...
No, I'm saying
yeah, I know.
he's not the same. So his wife didn't really love him for him then, because she just left him when he couldn't like basically do all that stuff anymore, which is stupid. And that's the same thing Mary Jane. She's being Brendan Fraser's wife. Brendan.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm hoping that Marvel will learn to grow up a little bit, and after this whole identity crisis with Spider-Man and Peter Parker being two separate people, once they fuse together, that they will have the courage to let those two get married again, because they obviously love each other, is what they're showing. Like, a lot of the seeds from the past with their marriage being annulled by the devil is starting, kind of like, you know what happened with DC Rebirth, where people's memories started to come back? That's why Black Canary and Green Arrow became a couple again. That's what's happening to Peter and MJ, but to throw another twist, because Marvel loves them twists, they had to split up Peter and Spider-Man into two separate people. It's like facepalm.
You got me triggered there. I shouldn't have snapped
People
at that.
don't have any problems here now.
And Wilson Fisk's problems just keep adding up. Nice going.
Just look at the pretty stealth
I mean,
suit.
I didn't mean to say snapped. I mean bit at that or something. I didn't mean to.
You got triggered!
I got triggered on that. I don't like it when people only are with somebody because they're good at something. It's so stupid. That's not real love. That's just superficial. What? It's that's not even opinion, that's just a fact. So.
I know. So we did the base. That means we are one step closer to unlocking the next spider armor, which is probably one of the coolest looking suits in the game. Whoops. I always thought that suit, though, was the all-new, all-different Spider-Man costume, which they kind of redesigned it, and they made the spider kind of like Batman's DC Rebirth thing. They added, like, an outline. Not an oval, like, you know, a circle or anything, just like a little colored outline to make the logo stand out a little bit more. So they added some, like, we'll say accents to Spidey's eyes and his chest piece, like for the suit that I really want to unlock. But you have to do a lot of stuff to unlock it. You gotta jump through a lot of spider hoops. And then once you get it, it's like, ooh. This is a nice nod, too. So using the subway, I don't remember if we talked about it before, but because the bad guys have control of New York City right now, and Spidey is public enemy #1,
oh, right.
He can't, you know, hang out in the subway the normal way he does, but if he needs to fast travel, he can be outside of it.
Yep.
And he's still doing his stuff. He's on his phone.
Hey, MJ, what's up? You okay?
I'm fine. Combing through Oscorp records. Hey, this is random, but you remember that trip we took to Staten Island with Harry?
To find the best pizza in the city? Yeah. 10-hour odyssey for burnt toast with cold American cheese. How could I forget?
Something about all these old Oscorp files made that day pop into my head. Harry was so excited about riding the ferry. Just made me think about how much simpler things were back then. No jobs, no supervillains. We could throw away a whole day looking for fat pizza just 'cause. Now it feels like if we take a nap, the world will fall apart.
Yeah, this adult thing is rough. But I guess
Tell me
the work
about
we
it.
do means today's kids can have their own Staten Island adventures. In safety. Kind of a circle of life thing.
Circle of bad pizza. Yeah, you're right.
That was
That's a good
kinda
way
cute.
to look at it. Thanks, Pete.
Yeah, they're getting cuter together.
That's my favorite conversation of the entire game, right there. That was fun. That was cute.
Takes time for character to build up. It's like watching a Korean dramedy with Spidey and MJ.
Yeah.
Here to lend a hand?
Did I call him Spidey Man again?
I guess
might have.
MJ can't be Mother Teresa
Thought you
in
might
her
need one,
relationship
officer.
all the time.
You don't know the half of it. Never seen anything like this devil's breath stuff. Forensics is having a hell of a time.
News reports say this is where Otto released Devil's Breath. Might have left some residue I can track.
Just a little background on Peter and MJ in this universe, though. Like, they were together for many, many years prior to the book that takes place 6 months ago.
So they just broke up for a
Some
little bit
residue on
then.
this sign. Maybe I can isolate it.
Yep, they were pretty serious. I don't know if they were close to getting engaged or anything
really
yet.
T-rich leader sequence.
Yeah.
This looks promising.
Never mind.
It's okay.
I can't really relate to that because I think we never broke up just because I would be so nervous we would never have gotten back together.
Yeah. There we go. And then this comes over here.
In my mind, we never broke up, but probably to you, we probably did.
No, I never saw like us separated from states as a breakup. I'm just hurt because we weren't together.
Yeah.
There we go. And done.
CPF-1. Definitely Devil's Breath.
Definitely.
Should be able to track the dispersal path now.
Wait, they actually have a thing that says Bomb
Trail goes in
Squad?
a few directions. Need to find the right one.
Okay, so hey, this looks familiar. It's like we're following the Bleach Trail in one of the Arkham games.
So, they're supposed to be in their 30s or 20s?
No, they're 23. So they were high school sweethearts. A little bit of college sweethearts. They've had sometimes a little bit of a bumpy road, but I guess from what I gathered, they had like this massive fight because she wanted to... I don't know. It's complicated. From his version, it looks like she wanted to further his career. From her version, she was tired of being the damsel in distress. Or something. And she wanted to, you know,
well, I
do her
guess
own
that's
thing.
like right now where I haven't got my own job because even though technically like I could work for you, but it's like I just want to make my own money because I'm
between these buildings.
sick of people saying I don't work. Like, I mean, like in my family and stuff. It's like even though I work way harder
Trail leads down into those vents.
at her business.
What's Otto doing up here?
Whatever.
Should be a door or an access hatch around here.
Spidey cut off the conversation.
It's fine. It wasn't important.
Let's jump in.
Most exciting thing I did was put little tape on my knives today.
Oh, this is moody.
From school!
Amber's
From
a
culinary
chef.
school.
Amber's a chef. She's not.
not
Must be
not
some way to hit the
anything
lights.
else.
Wow, Amber.
I put little mermaid tape on my utensils.
Yes,
and
because that
spatula and
makes
stuff.
it
there be
tools.
light?
They're tools.
Yeah, they're tools.
Was Otto using this as a staging ground?
What is this place?
Chaos of the prison break would have been perfect cover to move in.
This place looks kind of creepy.
Martin Lee. Can't believe this is the same man I knew at Feast.
It's not. It's got to be like a split personality or two
Looks like
people.
Otto recorded messages for his crew.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to hear that.
Oh, Martin. When I first realized it was you targeting Osborn these past weeks, I was shocked and saddened. But then, as the situation evolved before my eyes, I felt inspired. You took the bold steps I had always dreamed of, Martin, and you took them without hesitation. I am honored now to join you on this path towards true justice.
But who's getting justice? Like, you're just beating people up.
Seems like Otto and Lee have more of a history than I thought. How long have they known each other?
Interesting.
Well, I mean, they're both prominent people in the city, so it makes sense they probably would have known each other sometime. Both wicked smart, so...
I love how this suit glows.
That's really
It's
cool
so
looking.
accurate to what the, you know, stealth suit did.
I wish I could be 22 again
Good old
sometimes.
Rhino. My second favorite Russian.
With Kraven the Hunter being the first?
Yeah.
Alexei, I've followed your career with great interest. The world sees you as a witless dullard. I see a warrior with a poet's heart. I know you desire freedom from the battle suit you're sealed inside. Help me achieve my goals, and freedom shall be yours.
Wait, who's sealed?
Rhino went crazy because he was put inside
Otto
of this
developed a corrosive
special
to free
suit.
Rhino from his suit. A certain government agency spent years trying and failing to do that. Only took Otto a few days.
And the suit is what makes Rhino who Rhino is.
Oh, so he's gonna try to get him out of
Matt
it?
Gargan,
Mm-hmm.
aka Scorpion,
That's really nice.
aka Crazy Pants McCrazy.
Crazy Pants McCrazy? I don't know that supervillain.
It's rare for me to admit this, Mr. Gargan, Clearing your debts was more difficult than I anticipated.
Ominous music.
You're in arrears to some demanding individuals. But once the reservoir job is finished, your financial obligations will be finished as well.
The IRS?
Otto Octavius is nothing if not persuasive.
Except demanding individuals, like, or something.
I wonder if, oh yeah, JJ is still responsible for Scorpion.
Old man Vulture. I've tangled with him more than anyone else here.
This is a kind of cool thing.
Okay, so he's been fighting the Vulture for a long time.
Oh, maybe Otto will help all the supervillains and then they'll have
Power source
time.
for Vulture's wings gave him spinal cancer. And Otto's developing an experimental treatment to save him.
That's so nice. Whoa, maybe he is doing good.
Yeah.
By destroying other people, but helping supervillains.
Adrian, what bitter irony that your miraculous wings should have brought such horrors on your body. Thankfully, you are now working for me. When our work is settled, the treatment I've developed will cure you. You won't shuffle off this mortal coil just yet, my friend.
They should not call him the Sinister Six because he's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, he's really good to his people.
I know, I want to work for Otto.
Do they have like health benefits being a member
I
of the
know,
Sinister?
right?
Total live wire, that one.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Live wire. Nah.
Okay. Let's hear about this guy.
Max, when you first conveyed your dream to me, I thought you insane. Pure energy. But as I dove deeper into the problem, I discovered a way to give us both what we desire. I promise you, when we are done, you will be pure energy. Or so close to it as to make the difference irrelevant.
So as far as I know, Electro is the only like
Electro's big pipe dream is to become pure energy.
Weird.
Doc actually managed to modify his harness to get a little closer to that goal.
he's like the only character in this game that Spidey fights that has like superhuman powers.
Oh.
And he might be the only, quote, real supervillain in his universe. I mean, Rhino is the way he is because of a suit.
Mm-hmm.
Gargan is the way he is because of a
I
suit.
must have used this map to plan, but it's blank. Unless there's something here I'm missing.
Blacklight?
UV bulb.
Oh my gosh, Luke, you might be right.
Nope. Didn't work. Well, that's no fun. Maybe we're missing something. Let's look around some more. Oh. That looks like... Oh, what do we got here?
I feel like I can't turn around without seeing his face. He smiles for the cameras, collects his accolades, and keeps his boot heel pressed against my neck. Why can't anyone else see how selfish he is? How reckless? How evil? If only they could be made to see the Norman I know. The man behind the mask.
Oh. Norman is like the businessman in the Keaton film, the Batman one.
Looks like Otto's been studying
He's the
Sable's
real
tech for
villain.
weaknesses.
Seems to be. Seems like Norman interacted with most of these people. Whoops! I was just trying to scan the room.
It's true.
Ah.
Like Bob Dylan says, some people rob you with
Otto's rage is driving him.
like a
interface is
six shooter, and some people rob you with a
hate is
fountain
genuine.
pen.
He'll destroy the whole city to hurt Norman.
He could just go after... Oh, wait, no. If he takes out Norman right now, Norman would be seen as like a... What do they call it?
Some people use business and lawyers and stuff to destroy people's lives just as bad as if you would use a gun to destroy their life.
Oh, no doubt about it that Norman is a bad guy. I mean, he's always been bad. But if you take Norman out right now, then he becomes a martyr, and Otto will never get his revenge. He needs to destroy him.
At the same time, it's
Oh, there's a switch!
As a hero, you
Nothing
can't
happened.
go against the law.
What do you mean nothing happened?
Must be a way to get that lamp on.
We just did.
No, there's no power to it. Oh, there it is. It just showed me.
Plug it in.
There's something highlighted up here. It looks like a fuse box. There we go.
Yay.
There we go.
Ooh, yeah.
Hidden markings. Otto's tasked the villains to destroy Oscorp holdings throughout the city. He's trying to take apart Norman's empire piece by piece.
Well,
Look at where he has, like, strategically, Electro, Vulture,
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's
Scorpion.
going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum,
yeah.
using something called Icarus.
Wait, Mr. Negative was working for Otto also?
Apparently he's part of the
Icarus.
Sinister Six, yeah.
This is it.
Doesn't feel like he would work with other people.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs no assistance to secure the anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse to get you into position.
Into position?
Oh, come on! Get out of there, Spidey!
Spidey! Oh my gosh! Is he okay?
Ask me again later.
Need a lift?
No.
Refreshing to work for a man like Octavius. Backup plans for his backup plans.
So he's like,
That's why genius is dangerous.
What's happening?
whoops.
Traffic's rough. Listen, Lee's gunning for the anti-serum. We need to find Oscorp's Devil's Breath lab before he does.
On it right now.
It's a fluffy shirt.
Every building permit in the city. If there's a record of the lab, I'll find it.
That's great. Okay, talk soon, MJ.
He's going toward Electro?
What?
Oh, they're gonna team up!
Huh?
Sinister Six does that.
Trap failed? Softened him up. Time for plan B.
Vulture's mask really looks like a bird.
Aw. Vulture left! I thought I
Oh.
was gonna get to fight both. That would have been something new and different.
Yeah, it would have.
Beautiful, ain't it? Helping you reach those unattainable goals. Like killing Spiderman.
Whoa.
That was almost heartwarming, Electro.
Did I get
Really
him?
grew in prison, didn't you?
I don't know.
The only thing he's missing is his fun mask. I'm not a big fan of bald Electro,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
but he's still wearing the same color scheme,
I like his
yellow and
mask.
green. So that's authentic, but I don't know. Just the whole idea of bald heroes and villains, aside from, you know, Lex Luthor and a few others, it doesn't really work. I didn't like when they made Robin bald in the Arkham games. That was
no.
weird.
It looks
Skinhead
weird.
Robin.
It looks weird on Electro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so we know that those have to go down. Wait, did it go
Of
down?
course, you would think that it would keep your hair from standing on end with all that electricity.
Yeah, but that'd be part of the fun.
Yeah, that would look kind of cool. Yeah, I was thinking, you said evil geniuses turn into bad supervillains. So it's good that Shadow never became a super.
What are you babbling about?
Nobody ever gets my jokes.
Our long
Oh, now we're fighting Vulture! Cool!
Whoa, we are fighting both.
Nah, the other one left. It's like Dragon Ball Z, one at a time.
Oh my gosh, he looks... Never mind, he looks like something I've seen before. His wings, like, I don't know, he looks kind of like the Mothman right now. With his wings.
Kinda looks like the movie Vulture that we just saw, like his
Yeah.
suit.
I'm your mind.
He does.
Hold up a sec.
A little bit, yeah, he definitely does.
Spider-Man, I must break you.
Did you just...
Got it.
Cool.
You got my joke. I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting.
Wait,
We are fighting both of them!
wait, and we're fighting Bane apparently.
Liked it better when you two were loners.
I guess? This is pretty cool. I can't recall this happening in a superhero game before.
Wisdom of experience.
That's awesome.
mind caring.
Nope. Me neither.
Just like oil and water. Sure.
Ooh! Unless you count the Lego games, which...
Eh.
Lego superhero games have that happen sometimes, where you have to fight like a bunch of villains at once. Not like
That's
this,
because they're the best.
because there's two different ways of fighting them.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh! And the QuickTime events, I love how they're used, like, just with, like, the cinematics. They don't take away from the action. Oops. Oops.
Oops.
Man. That's public property. Okay. Catch some granite.
Come on, Spidey.
You really shouldn't take Spidey for granted. And time it just right. There we go.
He doesn't stand a chance.
You're really rocking it with the puns there, Luke.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
Man. So cool. And it's like, I have to watch out for both of them. Like, I can't just hammer on Electro without worrying about Vulture coming after me. That makes so much sense. It feels like I'm really battling the Sinister Six.
Yeah, definitely.
I just wish that their role in this game would have been more fleshed out.
Yeah, you get them at the very end.
One down, one to go.
Yeah, you could have been facing some of them before.
Dance, Adrian. A dozen?
Oh, yeah.
2 dozen?
Once too many. Tonight will be your last waltz.
We'll see about that. Oh, great. We set the electrical place on fire.
Like, there could have been... Because we were just basically going after Mr. Negative the whole time.
Yep.
We could have had other stuff that it was like, wait, that doesn't seem like something Mr. Negative would do.
Also, are we gonna get to fight Shocker again? I want to fight
Yeah.
Shocker again. He's fun.
Oh, right, we had Mr. Negative and Shocker, but we never saw anything with the Vulture. That would have been interesting if, like...
The game's way of explaining it is they were all in prison.
That's kind of lame, though. Like, that's like another excuse, like how Arkham made an excuse how everyone was off the street because of the snowstorm or whatever. Just dumb.
True.
Like, I don't know, it would be cool if Vulture had done something that only Vulture would do, like towards the beginning of the game, and then like you wouldn't find out it was Vulture till the end. Only people that knew like Vulture from the comics would be able to figure it out. That would have been cool, but whatever.
Man. Okay. This is pretty exhilarating.
Yep. And it's even more fun with the big time suit.
Yes, it is. The big time suit is so great.
It's just really bright and like looks really cool.
It fits the modern Spidey to the T.
Yep.
So long, Birdman.
Birdman.
I would stay down.
What's happening?
Electro's been grounded.
Spider-Man, I presume. If you really cared about this city, you'd be helping me expose Osborn for the criminal he is.
By killing innocent people?
I would have restored the power.
You're sick. You need help.
I have all the help I need, and we will not stop until Norman gets what he deserves.
Yeah, he has killed people with that plague. Unless people are still alive from that. And he caused a lot of suffering.
Wait, who?
Auto-release the plague.
Oh
I hate
yeah.
it when they team up. Just need to catch my breath.
Apparently they've teamed up before.
Yeah. Yep. Shadow's gonna become a supervillain next.
Yeah.
She's gonna be Fuzzy Cat Lady.
Spidey, wake up!
What time? Oh man.
Oops.
That makes sense, he'd be exhausted. He's got a lot of broken bones. Nobody's gonna call?
Need to update Yuri.
Oh, never mind, he's gonna call.
Yuri. Vulture and Electro are down. 4 to go.
I saw. Also noticed a rooftop in Times Square exploded. Wouldn't happen to be related, would it?
Nothing gets by you. It was Octavius' staging ground. He's using the villains to pull apart Oscorp. Vulture and Electro were targeting power plants. Scorpion's going after water treatment. Not sure about Rhino yet. Something along the shoreline.
That's good enough to start. I assume you're going after Scorpion?
Yeah. City's already on the brink. If we lose clean water, we might never come back. I'll update you when I make progress.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, the city has definitely seen better days.
Yep. Yeah, if we lose clean water, I guess everyone will have to make their own makeshift, like,
check on Miles.
filtration system.
Hey, Pete, you okay?
That's what I was gonna ask you. I'm fine, but you and May are in the middle of it.
We're busy, but people need help. And I'd rather be doing something than waiting around for somebody else to fix things, you know?
Yeah, I heard that. Just make sure you protect yourself. Mask and gloves. And rest every now and then. All that goes double for May.
Nobody can make that woman take a break when she doesn't want to. But I'll do my best.
Thanks, Miles. Give May my love. And be safe.
Alright, Spider Friends, thank you so much for watching today's episode. Have a great day at work and school. We'll see you at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next thrilling episode of Spider-Man. God bless and happy gaming.